Yeah, man. Florian Wirtz is looking like a mad thing, bro. I can't even be. I gotta be so real. Like, obviously, you know me. My first choice was Ryan Cherky. You know my thing. Cherky was my first choice. I feel like it was. I still feel like it's a better deal. I'm not saying he's the better player. I feel like it's a better deal just because Ryan Cherky is costing 30 M's, and you could probably get a top striker and Ryan Cherky for probably the price that we'd get Wirtz for. But Florian Wirtz is also a very much complete player as well. And you pay the good money, you pay for what you get. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he's a
Even if,
baller.
you know what I'm saying? He's a serious, serious baller. And again, we've lost a lot of, like, I don't know if you saw when Trent came on, I think at halftime against Crystal Palace, you saw a different Liverpool. The team was completely different. It was before Trent come on, it was stale, no creativity. You know what I'm saying? Hard yards football, C4 football. You know what I'm saying? The floor is lava. You know what they say about Bruno Fernandes? Blow dart football, fam. That's what it was. Fossil football shit. That's what it was, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cardio ball. It's that Sobbers like ball, innit? You know what I'm saying? But when Trent come on, we saw real football. Real football. And I feel like I
What's the
just got to
chat
give credit
about?
to them.
What's the chat about him potentially changing the system next season?
I don't know, but I haven't heard anything about that. I just know that
Because where the hell will Florian Wirtz play? Yeah, and also you're bringing in
Soboslai's
Frimpong.
done.
But
He's not
you're bringing in
playing.
Frimpong. Yeah, but
Yeah,
Wirtz ain't that kind of player though.
Hmm?
I don't know about single playing as a single 10, bruv, in the Premier League. I don't know about all that.
Yeah. Look, well, the thing is of Wirtz, he's good. He's just being brought in as the 10 in it because Soboslai plays the 10. Wirtz. We basically moved our creative spark to the 10 as opposed to where it was at right back. Remember, our creative spark come from right back, innit? McAllister can't really do the creative side on a mass. He can't do it in masses because he has too much to do with the pivot anyway. You know, so I think Florian Wirtz is probably going to float around in the spaces and try and connect the play. We're going to probably try and do it that way. And I feel like Salah's going to be a lot closer to goal, maybe as even the striker, maybe not the starting striker, but if you see what Frimpong's probably going to do with the overlap and help Salah give him a bit more space to work with as he gets a bit older, I think that's probably what it is. You know what I'm saying? So with Szoboszlai, as you know me, I would have put Szoboszlai right back, but cool, we got Frimpong now, so it is what it is. But that's the way it's probably going to work. I'm interested to see whether Wirtz might even maybe go to the left as well, because remember he's played off the left. You know, there
But that's
might
what
be a
I'm
change.
saying. Like that would make the most sense to me. Like playing him centrally, bro. I don't know, bro. Like you get me? Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, there's the 10s in the Premier League. It's very easy for them to drown. We've seen what happened
Yeah,
with guys
bro.
like Cole Palmer.
Bro, exactly. Look at Cole, and then even yesterday, Cole got his 2 assists, like drifting on the right wing, bro. Like Cole in the middle ain't the same player, innit? I've been telling people, Wirtz
No, he's not.
as a
He's not.
single 10 as opposed to a double
That
10
would
is
have, but
not
that
the
would have been
same.
the same with Cherky though. If Cherky was playing as a single 10, the same would apply to him.
Yeah, but again, if Ryan Cherky, for
Drifts
instance,
out.
comes to the Prem, if he comes to Man United, he would be playing in a double 10. That's the only place that I would see man playing in a double 10. I would never play him in a single 10. Like it doesn't make no sense to me. Like I play him in a 10 or I play him off the right.
Yeah, no, but I think certain players need to be more physical. Like for me, like you look at Morgan Rogers, yeah. When Morgan Rogers was playing in the single 10, he was cooking in it because, as you said, the bumper casting.
Yeah, but he's more
Was it?
physical. He's
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm
physical
saying.
guy that can drive. Yeah.
It's a bumper cars type of 10, isn't it? You know, that type of robust 10. I don't think Wirtz is a robust 10, but I feel like it's going to be. I'm interested to see how the manager. Oh, Chelsea are closing on the end of Lapis Diaz a long time. Yeah, he's gone Chelsea.
That lap thing's done, bro.
Yeah, it's done still. I appreciate it. UCL football made the difference as Chelsea set to activate. It's Champions League, so it made the difference, isn't it?
Yeah. I hear it. He's gonna go sit on the bench at Chelsea, bro, to play Champions League football. I hear it. Because
You don't think he's starting?
Brother, they're signing another striker. They still want Ekitike, bro. They're not spending 80 million on Ekitike to bench him, bro.
Boy.
That would have made no sense.
No,
I'm saying that would make no sense. He's going there to be backup, which is mental. I can't even lie, but bro, the game is the game.
The game is the game still.
The
That's
game is
crazy.
the game, bro.
That's crazy. Did you want the lap?
Yeah, I did, but he wasn't my first choice. I'd rather Mattel.
Did you man? I didn't really ever think your man was getting the lap though. I don't know. Me personally, I didn't think he was getting the lap.
I thought there was a possibility just because he's young and English and he fits the profile of the kind of players we're trying to get. But maybe, I can't lie, maybe the club have got bigger ambitions than that, because Cunha's a big player, man. Like, that's a big name as well, Cunha. And look at his age as well. So they were telling us Man United want all these young players, yeah, but we're getting linked with Cunha. We've been linked with Eze. We've been linked with Mateta. These men are not young, bruv. Like, even Gyökeres is not young. We're being linked with some brothers, and they're not young players. So maybe that whole thing was bullshit. And to be fair, I called it anyway when people were saying, oh, we're just gonna hire young, promising players. Blood, it doesn't look like that. I can't lie, bro. It doesn't look like that. It looks like man are going for players that can just do shit now, bro. That's what it looks like.
Not from a Chelsea perspective.
No, for Man United.
Oh, for Man United.
Because they were saying that we are going to be signing these fucking under 21s, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Delap saying he wants Champions League football. That brother's never played Champions League, bro. He was in the fucking Football League last season, bro. He needs to humble himself a little bit. That's crazy work if he really said that. You know that, man. That's a bit mad.
I think he said Champions League was the difference, but that's probably because he's never played Champions League. That's why it's like the opportunity to go play Champions League. That's why he's probably jumped at that, innit?
Nah, I hear that, but do you know what I mean? If you're like 22 years old and that, it's like Champions League is gonna be there, bro. If you're a good player, Champions League will be there anyway.
It will happen, kind of thing, innit? But some men are on a now thing, innit? They see it in front of them, and that's what they want to do. I look at Mateta. I think he's a better option. As I said, Strand Larsen finished. Did Strand Larsen finish with 15 goals this year?
I'm not sure.
Let me check.
I'm not sure, but man, I want no Larsen at my club, mate.
No, I'm not saying for you, man, to go get Strand Larsen. I'm just saying, like, the Strand Larsen finished with 14 goals. I don't know how many of them were. And Cunha takes penalties. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at Delap. Delap got 8 non-penalty goals. I believe. I might be wrong. Pretty sure it's 8 or 9. 8 or 9 non-penalty goals. So it's like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just, Delap's a good player with good potential. I just don't think it's anything to scream about. I don't think he's the person he's not the player for me. He's not the player that's gonna take Chelsea to the promised land. And even
he was meant to be. That's why they're signing someone else.
Yeah, but even with Ekatike, bro, like, bro, I'm sorry, yeah. How many of these men are gonna get you more than 15 in the league? I'm sorry, I don't really see it.
I don't know, you know.
I like Ekatike. I really like Ekatike.
So do I. But is he a gunman? No, I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? He's a bit more of the Xerxes mode, but he's more slim. He's streamlined, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's mad streamlined, and he's a bit taller, and he's got that João Pedro finesse about his game, innit? But is he a killer? Because that's what Chelsea strike me as a team.
That's what Chelsea fans will tell you that they need, bro. I'm surprised
they want a killer,
bro.
Yeah, like, so realistic. If you want a killer, you're looking at Osimhen. Yeah, you're looking at Osimhen. You're looking at Gyökeres. You're looking at those type of guys. You know, that's why I'm looking at Liam Delap and going, I'm looking at Ekatike going, because
I seen a link with United and Osimhen. Now they're saying that they've been linked with Gyökeres today. Apparently, Chelsea fans are saying in the chat.
Yeah, they were saying Marmoush was the killer at Frankfurt,
and he'll be cheaper than Ekatike, because Ekatike, they're talking about 80-something million euros. And
maybe
apparently Gyökeres is 60 million release clause or something.
Yeah, Gyökeres is 60 something. But we like, even Liverpool looking at Ekatike, because we was heavily linked to Ekatike yesterday, innit? The report come out yesterday about Ekatike, and I was thinking, I don't mind Ekatike, but I don't want people to go and think that he's going to be this ultimate gunman for Liverpool. Salah's still the gunman for Liverpool, and Wirtz has been brought in to service that as well. Do you know what I mean? So to bring in a false 9 type striker would have to be maybe to nurture and like bring him along. But like, are you willing to spend 80 million on a guy who's gonna be more
needs work?
Needs work. Probably the Firmino type build, if we're being honest. And are we even gonna allow him we can't like, because what are you telling certain players then? Because if we're looking at Wirtz and he's been told he's going to be the golden boy of the Liverpool project going forward, once some of the bigger players leave, you can't really have like a false 9 type striker that wants to play that way if you have a 10 that is going to dictate play, because now you're covering the same space.
Yeah, 100%. And bro, they need to share the football, and man don't want to share the football.
No, false 9, and you don't need a false 9 and the out and out 10.
No,
unless because when Firmino was given the false 9 role properly, Coutinho actually didn't play the 10. He drifted out to the left. Coutinho played left wing. He played left wing and left 8. That was the role he was given. But he wasn't given the his responsibility to defend wasn't like he was kind of like the left 8 where you focus on going forward. You focus on creating, and then the other 2, Wijnaldum, Henderson, Fabinho, whoever it would have been.
Yeah, they're just working.
Not so Fabinho because he come in 6 months later. But the other 2 do a bit more of the work, but you still occupy the left 8. So be a body there, but focus on what you got going forward. Just from a tactical perspective, innit? Because if Coutinho, if your 3 was moved like this, then Coutinho is now playing in the 10 and Firmino is now playing in the false 9. All of a sudden,
it doesn't work.
Do you know what I'm saying?
It doesn't work.
It don't work.